Tarpinium Jackham joins us now. It was her brother that lost his life because he wanted to intern in Washington, D.C. What was your reaction when your brother his incident was brought up by the president today?
It was very touching that he took the time to mention my brother along with all the other victims that have been affected by crimes in D.C. I am grateful for the president for mentioning him and all of them. I think it was very important, and it really touched home that these are people. My brother is not a number. All these people are not numbers. They are humans. They are brothers. They are interns. They are coworkers. They are friends, godsons, grandsons. They are not just a number.
Angela, if I'm in the military and I'm doing special forces work in Africa trying to take down terrorists, if I'm in a Ukrainian military person, I understand the danger, and it's still tragic when anyone loses their lives. But when you're interning in Washington, a block from the White House, your life should not be in danger. How horrible has this been for you and your family? Can you wrap your head around what happened?
I honestly still can't believe it. It's like a living nightmare that we just can't get out of. I mean, 10:30 at night, you should be able to go out and get dinner and go to a McDonald's and get your dinner and come home and be safe. 10:30 is still a normal hour for a lot of young people. It's not like he was out at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, it was early. And, you know, it's hard to wrap my head around. This could happen not only it happened to my brother, but it could happen to any other intern or any other person. And it's continuing to happen. So, you know, we need to step up as a nation. It's not a Republican Democratic situation. We need to take on this as a nation.
Angela, just real quick for the audience.
The crime.
I mean, he was not the intended target. He was caught in some crossfire, and we still don't know who the shooter was, right?
We do not know who the shooter is, no, or the shooters. We don't know. There was more than one person on the street shooting.
So I can't tell you how many people I know in Washington have been there and said, oh, my goodness, it is dangerous. You know, there's 1 minute you feel safe and the next minute you don't. If you're on the subway or on the streets, I understand it. But you know who doesn't understand it? A guy that should, who works there full time. Listen to Chuck Schumer.
If people are afraid to come to D.C., go to Disney World, get fat, eat French fries. I don't care. I've lived here 37 years. I am not afraid. I live in the city. I'm not afraid of this city. If you're afraid, go ahead. Leave your fear someplace else.
Well, that's Chuck Schumer's chief of staff. Your reaction to him saying, go get fat at Disney?
I think that was very uncalled for. My brother was an intern working. He's not going to Disneyland to get fat. He was going to intern to help himself to make better changes for the nation, not just for himself. A lot of these kids go to DC on these internships. They're 19 to 25 doing these internships, whether it be with politicians or lobbyists, and telling them to go to Disney World, that's not going to help them further their career, make themselves have a better life by riding some rides at Disneyland and eating a churro.
And Angela, lastly, what should we know about Eric?
Eric was a great, great, great human being. He was a very, very humbled, you know, person, and the nation is sad to have lost him. We miss him so much as a family, and I know, you know, his coworkers, other interns, miss him as well. I mean, it is horrible what happened, and we want no other family to have to go through this ever, because it is purely, purely, purely hell, and it's just heartbreaking, and no one should have to go through this ever, especially, you know, something that's preventable.
Right, and that's what the president's point was
But
today.
Eric was a great person.
Absolutely.
And he is truly, truly missed by all.
And you must be proud that you're out there speaking about him at this very tough time. Thanks so much, Angela.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.